What is going on, Pokepeeps? Bringing you some more Ultra League Premier battles. So in my last video, I had a Shadow Granbull rocking it. Shadow Granbull hits very hard, but I was sitting there thinking like, I could use some better support. So quick overview of the team, leading with a Surfetch'd rocking counter Leaf Blade Brave Bird. Some people like to rock the close combat move. I prefer Brave Bird. Brave Bird gives me a little bit of flying type coverage. Also hits some things for really strong neutral damage like Dragonite. Dragonite will resist the close combat, and I do see Dragonite leads quite a bit. So Surfetch'd has proven to be a very good lead. It's hitting some things very super effectively. So moving into the next Pokemon would be the Shadow Granbull. Like from the last video, Shadow Granbull hits very, very hard. Shadow getting that attack boost, but being a Shadow, it does get that defense drop, so I have to be careful with it. Granbull is alright bulky, but not super bulky. It's definitely glassy. But if I can lock in like a Dragonite, a Kingdra, an Umbreon that's been excelled into this Granbull, I'm almost guaranteed to charm it down, and I'll have like a close combat ready for whatever's coming out next. So it's either going to be a double KO or I'm getting a shield off that guy. So Shadow Granbull, really loving it. So I think I found a really good team member for the Shadow Granbull, a Crobat. I haven't really seen Crobat too often in Ultra League, but what really made me want to do it is that Poison Fang got that buff. I'm doing the Air Slash Poison Fang Shadow Ball moveset. Air Slash gives a nice chunk of energy, does some damage. Poison Fang is going to lower the defense of my opponent whether they shield or not. And Shadow Ball is there for some coverage against like the Jellicents you see, and maybe hit some things a little harder. I am wondering if I should switch the Shadow Ball to like Air Cutter, I believe is one of the other options. Maybe even Sludge Bomb. But I am definitely enjoying Poison Fang for sure. What I really like Crobat for is that it walls Venusaur. Like when Crobat comes out into a Venusaur, I don't even need to use a single shield. Crobat will eat up the Sludge Bomb and Frenzy Plant like they are nothing. I get a bunch of energy. I can Poison Fang whatever comes out after the Venusaur, which almost like inevitably will get KO'd by some charms from a Granbull. So, that being said, let's get into these Ultra League Premier matches. Okay, going into the first match up against Swink. Let's go, Swink. They send out an Excadrill. That's an interesting lead. But we definitely have the advantage, fighting being strong against Steel. Leaf Blade will being neutral against the ground Steel typing. They get to a move pretty quickly. I didn't fire immediately because I thought maybe they would switch. They're using a Drill Run, so they do a really good amount of damage there. I tried to get to my Brave Bird, but unfortunately I just can't quite get enough counter energy. But this is still a Dragonite locked into the charm using Granbull. There's no way they're going to be able to get to a Hurricane, so I'm going to resist this Dragon Claw very well. Bam. I wouldn't be surprised if Excadrill is going to come right back out. But Excadrill is like the glassiest of glass cans. It's not going to be able to take many charms, even being the Steel type. Gonna go for a Crunch just to see if I can KO the Excadrill. Will I get that KO? No, they decide to shield. So yeah, the charms are doing a lot of damage, even being that Steel type. They are going to get a shield out of me. I'm hoping that I can charm a whatever is back there. So far, I have the advantage Pokemon-wise, and it is a Machamp. Oh, we definitely have this win. What a great first game. Didn't even need the Crobat yet. Alright, up against Guatta for the second match. They send out an Abomasnow. Once again, we have the advantage, the Ice type being weak to the counters. Yep, they are taking that damage very well. This is a good opportunity to point out that Brave Bird will be super effective against the Abomasnow. Close combat would too. I just like the Brave Bird for the coverage. So we take this Weather Ball. They send out a Nidoqueen. Alright, so Nidoqueen being Poison Ground. The Leaf Blade will be doing neutral damage. I'm doing this because I did charge up to a Brave Bird, excuse me. So I faked a shield. So I'm going into the next Leaf Blade to do some damage again. Nice. Going to send out the Crobat now because the Crobat's going to be able to take anything this Nidoqueen throws. We resist the poison being poison type ourselves. We are going to get that defense drop though. The Earth move that Nidoqueen likes to run is Earth Power, which we quad resist being the flying type, so there's literally nothing to worry about with this Nidoqueen. The only thing I don't like is the defense drops, but I'm getting a lot of energy here. I overcharge quite a bit Wondering if I don't even need to throw a charge move, but just in case, I do throw one Poison Fang. Air Slash, Air Slash. Oh, they are getting to another charge move. Yep, they're just debuffing my Crobat extremely well, but I am able to get to a Poison Fang. So I believe they switched out, so that Nidoqueen is still hanging in there. I will have to take tabs on that. I get a shield and a defense drop. I am looking pretty good here. Decide to send in my Granbull. I'm going to leave the Surfetch there in case I need to like shield swap. You know, use the Surfetch as a shield rather than use the shield itself. I'm able to charm down the Abomasnow. Out comes the Nidoqueen. I'm able to charm that down as well. Who is your last Pokemon friend? It is a Politoed. With no shields left, I am good to throw a close combat. I actually could have threw that a little earlier, but I accidentally went to another charm. That's okay though, because we still had one shield. Gonna throw this close combat. Let's see if it is enough to KO the Politoed. No! Politoed hangs in by just a thread. They are able to get to that Weather Ball, but luckily we have Surfetched in the back, so all they have to do is tap the Politoed and we win. Yep. And we take the second win. 2 wins so far. Looking pretty good. Third match up against the Buzz. Let's go, Buzz. They send out a Charizard. Okay. So Charizard, not a fantastic Pokemon to go up against this team. I have nothing that's like hitting it for super effective damage. So what I really have to play is strategically here. So I want to go for a Brave Bird to do a massive amount of neutral damage. This will at least get a shield or maybe even possibly a KO. Surfetch is very strong in the attack stat. They don't shield and I actually get that KO. And they send out a Kingdra. So this is looking very good because now Granbull goes into the Kingdra. They quickly get out of there into a Venusaur. This is exactly what we want. Like I said earlier in the video, at Crobat's introduction, it is a Venusaur counter. I literally don't have to shield a single time. Look, that Sludge Bomb does not do much at all. Going into the Poison Fang just to debuff it. And these Air Slashes are going to be doing a lot of super effective damage. They actually shield that. I don't think they really needed to. Yep, and they realize what disadvantage they are in and they quit. Good thinking. We are 3 for 3 up against Wizzo Pedrizo. I really like that name. They send out a Typhlosion. Okay, so Typhlosion, we're going to be doing neutral damage to each other, but being the fire type, they are going to resist my Leaf Blade. So I'm going to charge up to a Brave Bird, go to the Leaf Blade for a Shield Bait. As you can see, the Typhlosion isn't super bulky. I am definitely going to have to shield a Blast Burn that would have taken me out. Going for the Leaf Blade, maybe I'll get a shield here anyway, because even if resisted, the Typhlosion is going to be taking a nice amount of damage. No shield. So I'm not even playing around. I'm going right into another Leaf Blade, trying to take out the Typhlosion. They're going to get to that Blast Burn with that Incinerate pretty quick. I get a shield. If I'm lucky, I can counter this Typhlosion down. I sure do. Woo! We got some energy as well, so this is looking lovely. I go into the Leaf Blade before the Confusion is able to take me out, just to do a little bit of damage. This Gallade is going to go into my Granbull, and this is exactly what we want. If they have a Venusaur in the back, it is going to be great. So here comes the Granbull, and out comes an Abomasnow. Oof. Alright, so this isn't like the best matchup for us, because they're going to get to that Weather Ball really quickly, but we are going to be able to do super effective damage too with our Air Slashes and Poison Fang. The Poison Fang will lower their defense. I get a shield. Gonna have to use my own shield if I want my Crobat to be hanging around. Actually, it's surprising that Crobat can survive a Weather Ball from an Abomasnow, like when it's at full health. The Weather Ball takes maybe around half. Let's see. Yep, it takes about half of Crobat's health, and honestly, I fully thought a Weather Ball from an Abomasnow would just KO a Crobat, but Crobat is got some bulk to it that I had no idea until I started running one. Alright, so they still have the Gallade. I don't like that it has all this energy. All I have to do is touch it once with Charm, and I win this. They go for the close combat. Being a Fairy type, I resist that. Good game. If they double Leaf Blade, they could have taken out my Granbull, but I guess they were just short on energy. Alright, last match up against Exospy? Ooh, that's a name that's hard to pronounce. Alright, they bring out Swampert. We actually really like this because one touch of a Leaf Blade and this Swampert will get KO'd. I want to overcharge a little bit though, because you never know when the opponent is going to swap and that Leaf Blade is going to go into something that's going to be worthless against. No shield. I see the Swampert is hanging around, so I'm going into the Leaf Blade. If this touches the Swampert, I am getting that KO. Bam, they accept the KO. Do not get a shield. They bring out Talonflame. Oof. So I'd really like to get to a Brave Bird if I can. And look at that, I actually get to the Brave Bird. But that Incinerate is definitely going to take me out after the Brave Bird connects, and I get a shield. Alright, so like I was saying, this team does not like the Fire Flyers, Talonflame, and Charizard. All I really got is Crobat now. I don't want my Granbull into the Talonflame Fire Resist Fairy, so my Charms are not going to be doing as much damage as I want them to. But at the very least, maybe I can Poison Fang this Talonflame down. Getting my other shield. I am now shieldless. I'm just trying to get the defense down. Hopefully putting the Talonflame in a position to be charmed down, and whatever else they got back there hopefully is super weak to charm. Alright, so they bring out what was a dark type. I'm guessing it is an XL'd Umbreon. They bring it into the poison type, so that was a very good switch. Unfortunately for them, I have a Granbull in the back. So the Granbull is going to be able to handle this Umbreon very easily. My opponent sees this and just quits. So what did we get like 3 people quitting in this set of 5? We got a 5 for 5 with this team. So yeah, I love this team. Crobat is doing a lot of good work with the defense drops. Our encounter is a Snover, so if that doesn't really meet up to the standards of the shiny Regirock that we got in the last video, oh well. But as I was saying, the Crobat is proving to be pretty good. Like, not only is it Wall of Venusaur, I can sit there and charge up Poison Fangs and get them ready for the Charms with a defense drop and the Shadow boosted Charms. Like, any Pokemon is going to be taking a lot of damage really quickly. Our rain goes up just a bit. Just almost going to break 2200. This was all done on my stream. Twitch.tv/TheRangerCurly. I'm doing at least 1 hour every week so far, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a schedule soon, at least for 1 day a week. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you haven't seen the last video where I was featuring Shadow Granbull, instead of Crobat, I was running Shadow Gyarados. Yeah, a Shadow Gyarados. Go check out that video from earlier this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the matches. Maybe you'll start powering up a Crobat or Shadow Granbull yourself. And as always, happy hunting.